¿Qué tal, amables y gentiles televidentes? De nuevo les saludamos a través de 5.2 Somos el Valle, en uno más de la serie de los programas de In the Blink of an Eye, en un abrir y cerrar de ojos que presentamos cada semana en este canal a las 6:30 de la tarde para que no se lo pierdan. Estamos llevándoles programas desde locaciones y más que nada hemos estado llevando una serie de programas desde las instalaciones de STC, del South Texas College, que tiene mucho prestigio en todo el sur de Texas como uno de los planteles educativos de entrenamiento de más prestigio. Y nosotros, con mucho gusto, les damos información para que tomen ventaja de los diferentes departamentos, también de los programas de asistencia que pueden tener para los estudiantes que no tienen la posibilidad de estudiar por sus medios, pues pueden contar con programas de ayuda aquí en STC. Y pues de esta forma les informamos cada semana en el programa y también les llevamos entrevistas muy interesantes, información también, consejos sobre su vehículo, sobre el mantenimiento de sus llantas, de la máquina de su vehículo, de sus cambios de aceite, qué sé yo. Y nos da mucho gusto estar de nuevo con ustedes a través de su canal favorito 5.2 Somos el Valle por antena, 1240 en Spectrum. Y bien, pues vamos a continuar. Esperamos que nos acompañen durante todo el programa y pues vienen con nosotros mis compañeros, el tremendo Benjamín Valdés, el capitán, y el flaco Martínez, David Martínez, para presentar a los entrevistados, a los invitados de honor de esta tarde. Así que a disfrutar del programa y take it away, boys.
Thank you, Armando. Well, Flaquito, come on, Flaco, let's get going here. Right. We're here at STC College in the Diesel Technology Department this time, and like always, it's a pleasure to be here. We always learn something new, and when it comes to technology, we've learned that STC College is up there like nobody can come close, I believe, from what I've seen.
Oh yeah, it has grown so big that we have a lot of students that are already registering, and you do have to get that done in time.
That's right. Now, Pueblo Tires and Service brings you this program because we partnered up with STC College because we're in the car business. We're one full shop. We've got 13 locations to serve the community since 1972, and our business is taking care of your cars and vehicles. But South Texas College is providing a foundation and education for a lot of the young people here in the Valley and other parts of the country that come here specifically to get trained on different aspects of technology and education. And today, we're going to be covering diesel technology, and we're going to be speaking to a couple of gentlemen here, and instructors and educators and so forth. And we might even get to meet some more chairs along the way.
Of course.
Right? So
it'll be interesting.
That's always fun. But again, we want to thank you because Pueblo Tires and Service, since 1972, we've had the privilege to work with many cars, Flaquito.
Yes.
And, we've got 13 locations now. We thank God for that, and we thank you for giving us the opportunity to work on your cars. And we also have financial options.
That's right. Así es, tenemos financiamiento en cualquier Pueblo Tires aquí en el Valle. Simplemente nomás venga a Pueblo Tires y nosotros les podemos explicar cómo le podemos ayudar. Y esto es, no necesita
crédito,
amigos. Así es, no necesitas crédito, amigos. Así dijimos aquí en Pueblo Tires. Nada más venga, visítenos y aquí les podemos ayudar.
That's right, up to 24 months to pay and no credit needed. And if you pay it off in 100 days, no interest.
No
right?
interest. Yes,
so we
sir.
have all kinds of financial options for you. Come visit us today. Look us up on the website. You can look us up on shampoozy.com or call 855-412-8473. There you go. So again, we're going to take a little break and we'll be right back here in the Diesel Technology program at STC College. So in the blink of an eye, we shall return.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall, the cycle continues for us all. 2018 is come and gone. Change your oil, you can't go wrong. That's right, you betcha.
So now you're a poet too, Shampoozy?
12 months ain't enough. Up 24 months to pay, and you'll be on your way. Ain't no credit needed. That's right, 2019, you will sing Shampoozy.com. So much fun. ¡Que bailen! Así es, amigos, hasta 24 meses para pagar. Y no necesitas crédito. Si ellos dicen no, nosotros decimos sí. Llevo eso al banco. Puedes apostar.
No hay tal cosa, Shampoozy, te apuesto.
Sí, tienes la opción de hasta 100 días para pagar temprano. No esperas el income tax. Ven hoy mismo. Aplica, compra y disfruta. Así es, shampoozy.com. ¡Que bailen!
Okay, folks, well, here we are in South Texas College again, and today we're going to be talking to Mr. Paul Scoville. He's a diesel instructor here at South Texas College. And Flaco, again, take notes.
Yes, be prepared. We got a lot of questions. If y'all want to hear, stay tuned.
Yes. Okay, Mr. Paul Scoville, diesel instructor.
Yes,
Sir, how long have you been doing this type of work here at South Texas College?
I have been in the diesel program at this point a little over 17 years.
Okay, the reason we like to ask that because it's interesting to us to see, you know, we get all kinds of answers
Right.
from different instructors and backgrounds and so forth. So 17 years, and in the 17 years you've been here, I'm sure you've seen a lot of changes in the diesel technology.
Massive changes.
Massive changes. And, you know, Pueblo Tires, we work with all types of vehicles. We're not specialists when it comes to diesel engines and things like that. We can do some work on big trucks, like alignments and brakes.
Right.
But when it comes to diesel engines, this is, in this particular area that we're at, what do you call this room here? The lab?
This lab is our electronic control.
Electronic control.
This is where we use the laptops, hook up. In today's world, the laptop has become the same thing as a 10-millimeter wrench.
That's
You
right.
don't fix anything without the laptops basically anymore.
So your students here learn about the electronical phase of the diesel engine?
Yes,
Could
sir.
you explain a little bit about that?
Every engine has a computer on it. We have each manufacturer, this is a Cummins engine. They have a laptop with a Cummins program in it. You have to use that program to communicate, and we actually talk to the engine. And it gives us some diagnostic information, a lot of diagnostic steps. So there is a lot of electronics in today's world. It's not just tearing engines apart and stuff like that. It's estimated now, most of the shops estimate that about 80% of their work that comes through the door is either electrical or electronic.
What would this engine be put on? What kind of vehicle is this?
This particular engine came out of a regular truck.
18-wheeler?
Yes.
18-wheeler, that's a big truck, so
Yeah.
it needs a big engine like this one to perform outside in the street highways.
And the engine itself, brand new, is about $30,000.
There you go.
Just
for
the engine itself?
Just the engine.
30 grand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, again, you know, we're marveled at what South Texas College is doing here because I'm from the Valley. Are you from the Valley originally?
Not originally, but I've been here like almost 30 years.
So where are you from? If I don't-
Originally,
Yes.
Iowa.
Iowa?
Yeah.
Wow, Iowa. That's, is that, what's the main industry over there?
Farming.
Farming, right? Yeah, kind of potatoes or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Idaho.
Close enough.
Iowa, Idaho, close enough.
They both start with I.
Potato. Well, Paul, you mind if I call you Paul?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
That's fine.
Paul, diesel instructor. You mentioned about the electronics and we see vehicles, since 1972, we've been seeing tons of vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that's dramatically changed is the complexity of the vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
Sensors, galore. In the diesel world, is that kind of the same?
Oh, yeah, very
Change.
much so, very much so. Everything on the trucks, everything on your bulldozers, everything on your agriculture equipment. Agriculture, most people don't realize it, the electronics involved in agriculture is even more advanced than the trucking or anything else. For several years now, they've had farm tractors that are GPS guided. The guys don't even drive them down the field. They just sit in the cab and they just run down the road, and it's all GPS guided. So they have very advanced electronics, but all the electronics apply to the heavy equipment, the trucking, medium duty, your pickups, everything.
That was crossing my mind when we mentioned the diesel engines, but that is not just the 18-wheelers that we're talking about here.
Oh, no, sir, no.
I've been around farm equipment. Growing up, we used to go up to Indiana, and there was some farming, going on, and they had most of the trucks they had. The bigger trucks were diesel.
Oh, yeah.
I remember Peterbilt. That was one of my first.
The Mac.
Right.
The Mac, exactly. So, but you mentioned tractors and so forth that are diesel run, correct?
All of them.
All of them. So now, as far as career opportunities, what is some of the things that a student that comes here and takes this class, what kind of a career opportunity do you see out there in today's world?
That's one of the things with the diesel industry. It's very varied. You can go from trucking to heavy equipment, which is your bulldozers, your backhoes, agriculture. You can get into the oil field with their engines and their equipment. You can get into the marine industry, all the boats, the shrimp boats, big cruise lines, they're all diesel powered. You can go into what we call power generation, which is the generators. Y'all go to Hidalgo Fest or whatever, they got the lights going. Those lights come from a generator. That's a diesel powered generator. Okay, and so there's a lot of different pathways that individuals can go. It depends on what interests you.
They can go.
Yeah,
So they have a lot of options.
a lot of options.
Now, here they learn the foundation of
Here
a
they learn
diesel,
the foundation, yes.
but out there in the real world,
They get the experience.
they get the experience,
Yes.
and they might have to take even further classes and instruction.
They'll get more training out there, particularly generally the manufacturers and the shops. I know your guys go get training, correct?
Yes.
So you keep sending your guys out to get training. Pretty much every shop is like that. So yeah,
Right.
the training never ends.
Never ends.
It never ends.
Yes,
It
and,
never
you know, again, education provides a good opportunity to make a good salary, and especially in today's world, like you mentioned, you know, everywhere you go, you know, everything's computer-based or
Everything is.
laptops and, you know, you name it. I mean, even, we understand that customers today, when they come to our shop, they've already Googled us. You know,
Yeah.
they shop with this. They've Googled us, and we say, the reason they're at our store, because they already picked us.
Right.
They
Right.
searched the web, and they looked for, you know, tires, brakes, services,
Right.
pricing. So when they come to us, because they already Googled us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not here in the valley, Paul. I know there's you see a lot of 18-wheelers, you know,
Mm-hmm.
going up and down the road. There's a lot of, and Flaco, you
Produce, yeah.
you know, Flaco's he's our wholesale manager.
Okay.
And he actually provides tires and products to a lot of companies here in the valley. So you've probably seen your share
Yeah,
of.
one of one of my commercial accounts that I go take tires to is Wonderful Citrus. So they have like about 300 tractors
Right.
that they have for their fields, and
Right.
they use them a lot. They always break down either a tire or something else
Something
they need to
else,
fix
yeah.
at their shop. So they do have mechanics at their facility that they work on some vehicles, but they're always there,
Always there.
getting worked on every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
So that they make sure that they're out in the fields and getting work.
Yep. And the opportunities are out there. There are a lot of jobs out there. A lot of jobs.
So when it comes to opportunities and getting education, South Texas College is one of the places to go that I've seen, Flaco, and I'm just thankful that what they're doing here for the community, because, you know, I have family, you have family, we all have families. We got young people in our families, and we want them to get an education. Now, whether they choose to be a diesel mechanic or a technician or a doctor or whatever, but education is vital for today's world. And so we thank for what you're doing here, and thank you for allowing us to come here and share this information with you folks out there in the community. And because Pueblo Tires, we're in the business of fixing cars, but here, some of your students might wind up working with Pueblo someday.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's a possibility.
That's very much a
And in case you didn't know this, Mr. Paul, but we have 13 locations, and we want to continue to grow because the valley is growing so much. And like I said, there's so many opportunities out there for career. And again, there's nothing wrong with making a good salary. And what they receive here sets them up for the opportunity they might find tomorrow out there in the real world. And again, we thank you for being with us today. 17 years of being an instructor. Now, one of the things that I've asked some of the other instructors here, some of the students that come here, what is the time frame, or what is you got certifications, you got masters, associates?
Right.
Break it down for us.
Like most technical programs here at South Texas College, we offer one of two ways. You can go with what we call a certificate of completion, which is a 1 to 1.5 year program, depending on how many classes you take. In the certificate, there is no academics involved. So you come in and you don't have to take the math, the English, and all that
you don't?
stuff. No.
Okay.
The next one is what we call the associate's degree. That's an actual degree. That's basically a 2-year program. That one does have the academics. But like we encourage all of our students, it comes back to what you were just saying about education. Generally, the more education you get, the better chance you have of moving up the ladder and the better chance you have of getting more pay.
That's right.
So we encourage all of our students to go the associate's route. A lot of our guys will come in and start on certificate and then switch to the associates at the end of the program and do their academics, and they go out with an associate's degree. Okay, so We encourage you to go to the associates. We encourage our students to go to the associates, but we do have the certificate,
as well.
which as well.
Do you have a mixture of, I don't, young men and women in this
Yes, we do,
classes?
and I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
This program is not for guys only.
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
We have young women in our program. We've had young women graduate our program. We have young women working at the local truck shops, okay? And they're very successful. So, yes, the days of this is just a guy's field is long gone.
It's long gone.
It's long gone.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, and that's true. I mean, again, nothing wrong with that. And our world keeps changing. And with the change comes, again, challenges, but and you all are keeping up with the technology as well, with the changes that are, manufacturers are putting out more complicated engines, and like I said, all kinds of sensors and other things that are coming. So thank you for joining us today in the blink of an eye with Pueblo Tires and Service, here with Mr. Paul Scoville. He's a South Texas College diesel instructor, and we're glad that you're with us today. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back in the blink of an eye, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Así es, amigos, hasta 24 meses para pagar. Y no necesitas crédito. Si ellos dicen no, nosotros decimos sí. Llevo eso al banco, puedes apostar.
No hay tal cosa, Shampoozy, te apuesto.
Sí, tienes la opción de hasta 100 días para pagar temprano. No esperas el income tax. Ven hoy mismo. Aplica, compra y disfruta. Así es, shampoozy.com. ¡Que bailen! Winter, spring, summer, and fall, the cycle continues for us all. 2018 is come and gone. Change your oil, you can't go wrong. That's right, you betcha.
So now you're a poet too, Shampoozy?
12 months ain't enough. Up 24 months to pay, and you'll be on your way. Ain't no credit needed. That's right, 2019, you will sing. Shampoozy.com. So much fun. Que bailen!
Amigos, regresamos de nuevo a su programa favorito, In the Blink of an Eye, a través de 5.2 Somos el Valle, 12:40 en Spectrum. Recuerden, todos los sábados, 6:30 de la tarde, aquí los esperamos con muy importante información sobre el mantenimiento de su vehículo, pero más que nada, también información sobre los programas que están ofreciendo hoy en día en STC South Texas College. Precisamente mis compañeros, el capitán Benjamín Valdés y el flaco Martínez, David Martínez, estuvieron platicando sobre el programa Diesel, y pues van a seguir platicando aquí en este departamento de Diesel de este STC, aquí en la World Road y el Camino Militar. Pero ahora vamos a pasar a otro tipo de información relacionado al mismo departamento, y esperamos, amigos, que todo esto que les estamos platicando a través de estas cámaras, a través de estos micrófonos, sea de utilidad para usted y que tome ventaja de la información que le estamos brindando. Bien, continuamos y regresamos los micrófonos y cámaras con mis compañeros, el capitán y el flaco. Tómenlo lejos, muchachos, o sea, take it away.
Flaco, we're back.
All right.
All right. Man, you're really into this, aren't you?
I was trying to fix this transmission here.
Well, we were here with now another instructor from South Texas College here in the Diesel Technology program, and his name is Mr. Ruben Pompa.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Ruben?
Pretty good.
Well, Ruben, thank you for having us here. And now we're in this other area, or this other department, or section of the laboratory of diesel. What happens here?
Here we got our power trains lab. That means, all of your transmissions, differentials, clutches, torque converters, anything to do from the engine back. That's
Okay.
where we have here. Here to this side, we have a heavy equipment transmission of a Caterpillar backhoe. And then up here, we have more heavy-duty truck transmissions, 10-speed manuals. Those semis you see out there, we got those transmissions in there. And then we might have, over here, we have medium-duty transmissions, anything you might see on a delivery truck or maybe one of those bucket trucks, medium-duty truck. And then we also have automatic transmissions on your light-duty pickups.
We were talking to another fellow instructor, Mr. Paul Scoville, earlier. How long have you been here?
I've been here, I'm going on 4 years.
4 years. And, you're a young man, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of changes as well in the technology of whether it's automotive or diesel in the 4 years you've been here, and even before that, I'm sure. Was there a background in your family with working with diesel technology?
Yes, the way I got interested in diesel technology or diesel equipment was when I was young. My dad had a trucking business. He hauled produce from the field to the warehouse, and he used to do that with medium duty trucks, with gasoline engines, hydraulic brakes, carburetor, and all that, the old stuff, 80s,
Right.
70s vehicles. And I grew up with that. I grew up seeing him fix those trucks. After that, we converted into diesel. The world was changing. This is in the early
Yeah.
2000s, and those small trucks couldn't keep up with the semis, so we would turn into diesel equipment. So I got my experience on that as well. So after I graduated high school, I went to school here and applied the diesel technology program and got a job at a local dealership here, truck dealership. Worked there for several years, and then I came back over here.
Yeah. Well, thank you for what you're doing, man, because you guys are educating the young people. They're setting the foundation. You're setting the foundation for the opportunities that lies before them out there in the real world. And one of the things, Flaco, that we discussed earlier in the first segment was about the agricultural. Diesels are everywhere. Could you tell us, Ruben, a little bit about gasoline? And you hear sometimes in the news versus the environment. Some people question that, or they even buy their own personal vehicle. A Ford F-250 diesel versus gasoline. Could you tell us maybe some of the benefits or differences between diesel and gasoline?
Well, gasoline, people might not know it, but in today's world, gasoline burns cleaner. The emissions, a diesel engine, I'm sorry.
Diesel engine.
Diesel
Okay.
engine burns a lot cleaner. The emissions emitted by a diesel engine are way less than a gasoline engine. You compare two engines the same size, that diesel engine is going to be more fuel efficient and better emissions.
There you go.
That's pretty nice. I've never heard it like that, put in that term, so it does help.
So eloquently.
Yeah, so it so it does help our community
Yeah.
know this, that diesels are a little bit more
Now,
cleaner.
one thing that about certain folks, and again, everybody's got different likes and tastes, whatever. Diesel versus gasoline. Okay, no, but it's a little too noisy or whatever. Has that changed in any aspect?
Yes, sir. That has changed a lot. Way back when, and I give this scenario with my class. You talk about your Ford F-250 when it first started out with the 7.3. Those engines were loud. And now you see an F-250 with the 6.7 and all the technology in there. That truck runs so quiet you may think it's a gasoline engine.
There you go.
That's right.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, our boss drives one of those. He's
Can't
got a,
hear it.
yeah, and so there you go, folks. Well, Ruben Pompa, thank you again for having us here. And
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you have a lot of students, and we talked earlier about how they've got a great opportunity to make a good salary. And we talked a little bit about some of the educational programs you all provide. But the student, they get a lot of homework. I imagine there's a lot of work involved.
We do a lot of online assignments using a computer, because today's world you have to know how to use a computer. So we do a lot of online assignments through our course or our STC. We do integrate a program called Blackboard. So it's you have a computer, internet access. You do all your assignments there, and once we hit the class here, we hit the class in the lab area and try to get as much time in the lab than in the classroom.
And just like anything else, if I choose to be a diesel, technician, you got to enjoy it. I'm sure,
Yes.
that's comes with any opportunity, any career, passion is part of the learning process. And if you want to learn about diesel technology, this is the place to come to South Texas College with folks like Ruben Pompa and Mr. Paul Scoville, some of the instructors here. And we thank you again for having us.
Yes.
Thank you.
And Pueblo Tires, again, is there to serve you, to help keep your car running. And we do care about the environment. And I'm glad you mentioned that about because everybody's trying to do their part. We do state inspections as well to make sure your car's emissions are in proper condition. But again, thank you for having us here.
Thank you.
Ruben Pompa, one of the instructors here at South Texas College. And folks, don't forget, we're open from Monday through Saturday from 7 to 6. You can look us up on the web, shampoozy.com, or call 855-412-8473, and we have those financial options, Flaco. up to 24 months to pay, and no credit
No
needed.
credit needed.
Nada, no credit needed. So Ruben, again, thank you, and we'll hope to join you sometime in the near future again.
With other classes as well.
Oh yeah, we're going to continue this type of shows and programs, and hopefully again, just to provide this information to the community of the great opportunities you can find in South Texas College when it comes to education in all kinds of fields. So we're going to take another break, and we'll be right back.
Well, hey, folks, don't wait on your next paycheck or your income tax refund. That's just silly. We got payment options that include up to 100 days early payoff. You betcha, that's right.
So what happened to the 24 months to pay, Shampoozy?
Folks, we still got that. You can choose to pay early or take up 24 months. It's your choice, but do it today. Shampoozy.com. That's right, Kev Island. Invierno, primavera, verano y otoño. El año 18 se ha terminado. Cambia el aceite de tu carro. Si no te dejará tirado. You betcha.
Ja, ¿ahora te crees poeta, Shampoozy?
Tienes la opción de hasta 24 meses para pagar y no necesitas crédito. Cantarás un nuevo canción, shampoozy.com. ¡Qué alegría en mi corazón! Así es que bailen.
Gentiles televidentes, una vez más, gracias por la atención prestada a este programa, uno más de la serie de In the Blink of an Eye, cortesía de Pueblo Tires and Service. Gracias a nombre de mis compañeros.
Así es, Flaco.
Así es, aprendimos mucho el día de hoy y aquí en STC pues te van a ayudar para que aprendas.
And yes, we did learn more about diesel technology here today at South Texas College. Career opportunities await. You come here and get education on a lot of different branches, but diesel technology is here to stay. And we want to thank Mr. Paul Scoville, and Ruben Pompa.
Yep.
Thank you for having us. One final word, Mr. Paul, you want to tell the community out there?
If you wanted to get a good education in diesel technology, or quite honestly anything else, South Texas College is the place to go. Phone number for more information on the diesel would be 872-2708. And I would real quickly like to thank Pueblo Tires for their service to the community.
Appreciate it. Ruben?
Yeah, just visit our website at southtexascollege.edu/diesel, and you can see a lot more information on our diesel program.
That's right. So again, we're happy to be here. We hope this information is of benefit to you and your family, young people, whether men or women. From what I hear, there's a lot of women involved in these programs. Absolutely. And again, we just want to say from the bottom of our heart, we thank you for giving Pueblo Tires and Service the opportunity to serve your car. And remember this, folks, nobody but nobody loves you more than Pueblo Tires and Service and South Texas College.
Nobody!